is New Her, and I'm going to show you how to make fresh tofu. This is the recipe that I grew up with my mom, and we made it all the time. So here are the things that you need. First, you will need a pot to boil the soy milk in. You'll need a colander or a strainer. And then you will also need a cheesecloth. This is one made by my mom. So I want to make sure that wherever she sews here is on the outside, not the inside. It's easier to wash. We also will need some water for the end product. This is where your fresh made tofu goes in. It's just water, and you would put a lid on and put it in the refrigerator so that it can stay fresh for a while, okay? And you have to change the water every day, once every day. You also just need some spoons, to stir in the soy milk. You also need the organic soybeans, and this is a 16-ounce bag. You can get it from the local Asian grocery stores or online. This is a lemon squeezer and a fresh lemon. So per one bag of soybeans, that's 16 ounce, you only need one lemon, okay? You also need some fresh water. You also need a blender. So you can, this is my Vitamix, you can use any type of blender as long as it does the job. We're here at the sink, and we're gonna discard this water. These water we don't want to use because they've been soaking all night. So let's put in some fresh water, and just make sure that you rinse it really well. Okay, so the second step is to blend the soybeans, okay? We're gonna blend it very well. Okay, so you can put as much as you like, just depends on your blender. So this one blends very well, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. I think that's good. And make sure you add water, add enough water. We want to make sure that there's enough water so it's not very thick, and we will get a lot of juice at the end, okay? If you want more juice at the end, just keep adding more water. There you go. We can take a look to see if it's ready. So I just take a spoon. This is how grainy it is, depending on whether you want more juice out of this or you want more of the pulp. So I'm gonna blend it just a little bit longer. Okay, now it's ready. have to make sure that it doesn't come out of the cheesecloth. This can be a little messy because these are very sticky. Can you hear that? The juice going into the pot. Okay, and then you just try your best to squeeze out all the juice. The pulp is going to stay in the bag here, and we can use it for another recipe, or you can discard it. It's up to you. We are done with the juice, so this is the pulp, okay? I'm gonna just throw it in this bowl. This is how it looks like. It's quite soft, and you can use it in whatever recipe that you like, or you can discard it. To get stuck on the bottom. At the end, you'll notice that there's always a thick layer of tofu down there, so just keep stirring it. It has a tendency to boil over, so you have to really keep watch. If it boils over, then the content for you to make the tofu will be out of the pot, so then you won't really have much to make tofu from, okay? So you have to really keep watch and just be very patient. You'll see that it has a layer of bubbles on the top, which is totally normal, which is fine. I cut this in half already. Like I said, this is a very juicy lemon. I really like this lemon squeezer because I like that it keeps the seed from coming when I pour it onto the spoon. People actually use vinegar and some other stuff, but for me, I like things to be more natural in their natural state, so I like to just use lemon. Something to also look out for is the amount of lemon that you put in. And depending on how much liquid or the content is in the pot, make sure that you start putting in the lemon slowly and don't just pour the whole thing in. Because if you overdo on the lemon, the whole tofu, the bean curd will be very sour, and it will turn, the juice will turn pink, and it won't be good. Lemon, don't put too much, start slow at a time, and watch out for the juice here because you don't want it to pour over the pot. So people usually use a thermometer to measure the temperature. So they actually bring it to about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and then they would turn it off and add the lemon. But I don't use those things in the kitchen. I do everything by sight and taste and feel. So I am just gonna keep stirring until it boils. And when it starts boiling and know that that's the point right before it pours over, then I'm gonna turn it off and put in the lemon, okay? why we want to keep it low, medium low, is because to prevent it from burning on the bottom. If you turn on the stove too high and it burns, then your whole pot will smell burnt. Yeah, so it's warming up pretty good. If you want fresh homemade soy milk, this is the state where it becomes like fresh warm soy milk that you can drink. And just add a little like honey. Okay, so it's boiling, and I just waited a little bit longer to show you how it can boil out of the pot. Okay, so you don't want that. So we're going to remove this. Then let it cool down a little bit. Turn off the stove. Now I'm going to put the lemon juice in. I'm going to do half at a time. So take about a spoonful and just slowly go in and mix it with the soy milk here to let the bean curdle, okay? And you don't want to put too much, so you have to be very careful as you put it in and mix it. You'll start to notice they start curdling or clumping together. So I'm done mixing the lemon juice in. I'm gonna just let it sit for a few minutes to see if the juice clears up. If it needs more lemon, we can always add. You don't want to overdo it, like I said. Okay, so let's take a look. Wow, look at this. See all the bean curd. This one doesn't have too much of the clear juice because I didn't add too much water. But when my mom makes hers, she likes adding a lot of water to get more juice because you can eat it this way. So let me show you. This is my used bowl here. So we would just put some in a bowl like this while it's still warm and just add a little salt and black pepper. I don't like using black pepper, so I'll just add a little salt and we would just eat it like this. So we're going to take this and pour it into our cheesecloth bag again. And so I have it here. And I do have the strainer down here, okay? So let's pour it in. Yep. You want to make sure that it doesn't go outside of the bag. If you want to keep the juice, you can use a bowl or container underneath the strainer. If not, just pour it all in. As you can see, my juice is not pink or red. It's more like yellow-green, which is perfect. I didn't use the whole lemon. I think I still have just a little bit left, but you can always add if needed. Wow, look at that. Okay. And all you're doing is trying to get the juice out. You're going to use this time to shape the tofu and to actually determine its firmness. You have to be very careful because it's really hot. So what I'm going to do, I don't really mind if it doesn't have like a perfect square shape, because to me tofu is tofu. So I'm going to use this plate right here. I'm going to use it this way. You're going to put on top and use something heavy on the top here to let the water come out and also to make it firm. So we're gonna leave this for about 10 minutes. We'll come back and check our tofu. The bottom of the pan is not burnt, but it does have this thick layer down here, so you have to really scrub it off. It's been sitting for like about 10 minutes or so, and let's see what we have here. Still very hot. So this is how it looks like. It's quite firm. I think this would be considered medium firm at the store, okay? And I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna cut it so you can see the inside of it. Sorry, my knife has some coconut milk because I am cooking some stuff. So this is how firm it is. It still has a lot of water in there, but it looks delicious. Okay, so I have the other half that I'm gonna keep in the refrigerator, and you just put it in your cold water and just close the lid and put it in the refrigerator. Make sure you change the water once every day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that by watching this video you have learned how easy to make tofu at home. And it's fresh, simple, and it's tasty. So enjoy your tofu. Here Sharon and I are eating our lunch/dinner. This is a tonka Thai soup. It's a coconut sour soup. We added some fresh made tofu in there. And then this is fried tofu. It's supposed to be kind of like Korean style tofu. So here they are, and we're gonna enjoy.